Isaac Newton. Not back in time. White chuck and saw lizards soaring in the sky. Maybe you'll be offended, because that thing can't seem to fly. Its bones are hollow, as thin as paper. Wings without feathers. It's just a layer of skin that distributes weight. It doesn't look scientific. According to modern aerodynamics, it's almost a joke. It can fly, but it rules the sky. About 116 million 5 long, thousands of times more than human civilization. Do you know the largest species, like the Quetzal colossus, has a wingspan of about 10 to 12 meters? It's longer than a bus, but weighs only about 70 kilograms, incredibly light. More crazy than you. Research shows that they can take off from the ground with all 4 limbs. It's like a catapult. It's like a fighter jet, even using airflow to stabilize the air. That sounds contrary to physical intuition, but it's entirely possible, thanks to a reinforced hollow bone structure and a special wing membrane. What's interesting is that nature doesn't create pterosaur in perfect fashion. Without blemish, the skeleton looks fragile with vulnerable wings. The creature seems to be full of holes. That gap became one of them, the most successful sky ruler in the history of the Earth. Because why is the answer bolder than you think? To understand pterosaurs, we have to look at their origins. Their evolutionary path is very different from that of birds. Birds evolved from parapods. Many species of ancestors live in trees, learn to fly and learn to fly. And the ancestors of pterosaurs were reptiles, living on land. Not good climbers, but mostly runs and jumps. Some theories, they think they may have taken advantage, terrain high as a cliff to plunge, to escape predators, gradually improve the ability to control the wing membrane. This is the direction from the ground up, as opposed to the way down from the tree of the bird. It's because there's no design. Their flight structure looks weird. A 4th finger that extends to support the entire wing membrane. Hollow bones but with strong skin walls inside. It's the result of testing. Row extension error 10.005. And its evolution that seems wild. It helped them survive and survive. The sky is about 115 million 5, an achievement that very few animal groups in history can match. Just in time from a low flyer, they've evolved into great hegemony for the long-distance sky and the wild road. It's produced a shocking skill. The newly hatched pterosaur has learned to fly. New research published 2024 shows that as soon as the shell is broken, the pterosaur's skeleton is fully developed. It can take off almost immediately. Birds have to learn to fly for weeks. I need you to feed me every month. And pterosaurs were born kings. The young have a wingspan of about 25 centimeters. Bone strength can even be very high. Wings are shorter and wider, so flexible, fit to wade through the forest for food. As an adult, long and narrow wings, appropriate amount of long distance in the open sky. But the craziest thing is not just flying well, it's bone structure that almost defies intuition. 2023 researchers in Chinese Academy of Sciences Square. Fossil CT of Hamid-pteros is about 130 million 5 years old, and it's found in immature individuals. The shoulder bones have fused into a solid mass, a structure called the scapulocoracoid. Helps to increase the flattening of the shoulder frame. In birds, the shoulder blades remain highly flexible. Fall relies heavily on the flexible joints of the forelimb. The pterosaurs chose a different strategy. Strong reinforcement of bearing points. That sounds like it's going to make the bow. But in fact, they have ledges and bones-like color. Delta pectoral on the arm bone. Effective 7 strokes for muscle grip. Help lift and fin powerful wings. It's designed to ensure the mechanical stability of a body. Hollow bone. Ultralight has optimized power transmission in flight. A neat and efficient evolutionary solution. Enough to give them ruling the sky for hundreds of millions of years. There's something more outrageous. The surface of the pterosaur's shoulder joint still retains the cartilage. Helps absorb and disperse forces when flying. It's like attaching squirrels to the landing gear. Thanks there. Withstand high-speed jumps and directional changes. Folding not only shoulder, their entire skeleton is compromised by flying. Hollow bone with a deep-seated airbag system. It's similar to birds, but in many species it's greatly expanded. Helps reduce volume and supports breathing. Effective when high-intensity operation. But this ultralight design also has a flip side. On the ground, many species look rather clumsy, slender birds. Makes the movement uneasy, as in the air, and hollow bones if subjected to the beating can be damaged. So they, prioritizing the sky and the cliffs as a place to stay. Long stay on the ground. So with the ability to fly like that, they feed on raw sow. The answers are diverse. Some species like pterosaurs. There's hundreds of thin teeth, thick as a filter comb. They shovel water, let the water escape through the teeth and trap the little creature. An efficient filtration mechanism. Icranrocco species have long bony ridges in the lower jaw. Many theories suggest that this structure has to do with how to feed near the water. Somewhat, it's reminiscent of modern bird surfing, although the exact mechanism is still debated. And Singari with a strong, curved beak. Teeth are concentrated in the back, suitable for crushing hard shells like krill. That diversity shows a pterosaur is not just an airplane, but also a master of ecological adaptation. Each species find your own way to survive and dominate the sky for hundreds of millions of years. Their teeth are short and strong, specialized in digging mud and sand, find shellfish and mussels. Scientists have discovered on the surface teeth with pronounced wear marks. It shows that they often bite hard shells. Bite force is estimated. The most powerful group of gods you can tell from the sky. Water surface to the silt. They exploit almost every available food source. The range of ecoregions used to be very wide. Why are they so successful? Because they're in the golden time frame. Pterosaurs were born about 245 million 5 years ago, when there's almost no large flying animals in the sky. Birds must be more than 150 million 5 later to appear. Space. That ecology allows them to try and be wrong and diversify, finally taking over the sky. Recent research shows that distinctly different flying strategies according to size. Small species with a few 10 centimeters of flexible wingspan, suitable for dense environments. Giant species over 10 meters optimal for long distance. Can travel long distances thanks to the lifting airflow. The empire ended about 66 million 5 years ago, when the event hit meteorite causing mass extinction. As a dinosaur, it's not birds and pterosaurs that disappear. However, their property is still there. Multiple aerodynamic principles and lightweight but durable solution. Hollow bone rust strengthened. Optimal below 7 muscle skeletal volume effective. It shows that evolution doesn't have to be perfect. Just be good enough in your ecological niche. Even though there are fragile limits on the ground, strong dependence and fly with, the system is half as patchy. They've dominated the sky for about 160 million 5 years. The core lesson is not perfection. It's about finding the right ecological niche and sustaining it. That's what pterosaurs do. It's been done for a while. It's almost impossible.